Today, I take a 35-minute Boeing 787 flight inside of Europe on board of an African airline. Yes, this is a very strange flight and I'll explain how it works in just a moment. So come along on this new flight adventure. So today's trip starts off here in beautiful Scandinavia, to be exact in Stockholm's Arlanda airport. Today I'm gonna be flying from here in Sweden over to Oslo on board of an African airline. Yes, I'll be flying
the Ethiopian economy class.
To give you a completely unbiased, non-nonsense review of their economy class product. So come along, because we actually have to go through international security as if we were entering Ethiopia, at least that is temporarily, which is pretty funny here. So now we're actually here in the international terminal where our flight is already listed on the board. But while our Boeing 787-9 is landing here, let me explain to you why this flight even exists. So here we have a flight map of every route that Ethiopian Airlines currently operates. As you can see, it's quite a lot of routes, and Ethiopian Airlines just wants to keep that number growing. But they don't have enough aircraft, or it wouldn't make profit to fly them to all of their destinations. That's why they take stopovers. For instance, they fly from Addis Ababa, which is their hub, over to Milan in Italy, and from there they go to Zurich, which gives them 2 destinations for the price of 1, basically. It just came 10 hours from Addis Ababa to Stockholm and is now going on to Oslo, and because of freedom rights in Europe, we can book that exact flight. And right now we are actually already boarding the aircraft. There was no one at the gate, or at least at the beginning of the gate, so we just walked through, and then there was another seating area where you could see the plane, and there were gate agents which then led us through to the aircraft. But I'm not alone on this trip, because my uncle is actually flying along with me. He's called Alex. We are together taking a Scandinavian trip, and this is part 2 of it, where we're flying this Ethiopian Airlines plane. We still have one more cool flight to come, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that one. So welcome to this cabin that has survived 10 whole hours. Yes, and there's still passengers getting off while we are getting on board, and some of them are still sleeping because they're going on to Oslo, because this was an early morning flight. And in fact, there was someone on our seat actually, which you can see here, but we just took the seat behind her, which was all good. So guys, you might hear that our audio is way worse because our mic broke. This plane is used.
Yeah, it is.
It is, because it just came like 10 hours from Addis Ababa. So you can see here, there's like stuff. This is a used blanket, and
small,
used earphone.
Used blankets all over the place.
Yeah, even someone was still watching a movie. Yeah. And most of the passengers on board came all the way from Addis Ababa.
It's a really nice plane, yeah?
It is really nice though. Yeah. Definitely more comfortable than like SAS or Norwegian.
Yes, true. I mean, it's a bigger plane.
It is. And cool on the 787, this is like the key feature here. I can dim the window by clicking this button here. Yeah. So this is really cool. I can go like this and the window gets darker. So this plane doesn't have window shades, it just dim. And then here, undim it. And I don't know how this works, but it's really cool.
It is. It's a cool feature.
Seat is comfortable, right? And you have like seat controls. I mean, this is a basically world-class long-haul airline, and that's how it works. And I just clicked something by accident. But anyways, we will see you guys in the air.
In the air, thank you.
So overall it was quite messy from its 10-hour flight, and the lady that was in our seat was actually not supposed to go to Oslo, so we had to tell her to get off, which was pretty interesting, because like, what if she had gone on to Oslo? But anyway, it's time to start our pushback and watch the safety video now. Taken off. Now it is time to go through in-flight entertainment, because I'm watching here a documentary about aviation in Ethiopia, which is cool. And you have like it has like a USB outlet so you can charge your devices, which I mean is expected on a long haul flight, but this is a weird short haul. Here you have seat controls, and the seat is really cool. The view is breathtaking here on our way to Oslo, but this is really nice. So I also took a quick look at the bathroom, which was very on the smallish side, but it had like mirrors and some amenities. It was quite okay, but it has been used a bit. But for the flights that Ethiopian offers, this is definitely survivable, and it was good. But as we exit the lavatory here, you can see how dirty this cabin was after its flight. That's why I would suggest, just to make things a bit better, to like after you land actually clean the aircraft a bit, because it's pretty dirty. So get all the passengers off, clean, and get them back on. It would be such a better experience if that would happen, but I understand that things have to go quick. It's just a recommendation, and it would be nicer if that would have been like that. Here's another example of the dimmable windows. Here looks really cool, I must say. And with that said, we are now starting our descent into Oslo's Gardermoen Airport. Now that we're landing into Norway, did you know that Norwegians introduced salmon sushi to Japan in the 1980s? So now that we have landed here, let me give you a little bit of a summary of today's flight. So it was really nice. The 787-9 was pretty cool, but it would have been nice to get on this short flight maybe a drink or something, a small cookie, I don't know. The seats are comfortable, the in-flight entertainment is good, and the cabin crew is extremely nice. So nice that I was even allowed to take a picture in the business class, which is up on the screen right now. So yes, Ethiopian Airlines is budget approved or something. In my next video, I will be flying Norwegian Airlines on their 737 MAX. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to click the subscribe button and leave a like as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.